The impact of moving body in a straight line is measured with the help of the momentum of that body. The linear momentum of a moving body is given by a vector P is equal to mass into velocity. Product of mass and velocity is called as momentum. Now, for every term in linear motion, there is an analogous term in rotational motion. As we know, for angular displacement, there is angular linear displacement. For angular velocity, there is linear velocity. For angular acceleration, there is linear acceleration. For torque, there is a force. In a similar manner, for a linear momentum in linear motion, there is an analogous term in rotational motion that is called as angular momentum. Angular momentum is also called as moment of momentum, and this moment of momentum is given by vector L is equal to vector R cross vector P. Vector L represent the angular momentum. Vector R represent the position vector of a point in a rotating body, and vector P represent the linear momentum of that mass situated at a point. Now, in magnitude, this linear momentum is given by magnitude of vector L is equal to R into P into sine of angle between R and P. Theta is angle between the position vector and the linear momentum. The unit of linear momentum is kilogram meter per second, kilogram meter square per second. How it is so? And this angular momentum is also equal to product of moment of inertia and angular velocity. How it is so? These two things are to be studied now. For that, let us consider a rigid body having n finite number of particles in it. The mass of n finite number of particles of a rigid body are m1 at a distance r1 from the axis, m2 at a distance r2 from axis, m3 at a distance r3 from the axis, and mn at a distance of rn from the axis of rotation. As the rigid body rotates, every particle of the rotating body performs circular motion with same angular velocity omega. At the same time, every particle has tangential velocity given by v1 is equal to r1 omega, like that v2 is equal to r2 omega, so on and so forth. Vn is equal to rn omega. The angular momentum of a particle of mass m1 is L1 is equal to R1 into P1. It is equal to R1 into P1 is M1 into V1 is equal to R1 into M1 into R1 omega. Therefore, it is equal to M1 R1 square omega. In a similar manner, the angular momentum of a particle of mass m2, it is R2 P2. Moment of momentum, it is equal to R2 into m2 into v2, it comes out to be equal to r2 m2 r2 omega, and the total comes out to be equal to r2 m2 square omega, and like that the angular momentum of nth particle is mn rn square omega. The total angular momentum of rotating body L is equal to L1 plus L2. Sum of the angular momentum of all is L. Therefore, L is equal to, now I will write m1 r1 square, m2 r2 square, mn rn square in the bracket, m1 r1 square plus m2 r2 square plus dash dash mn rn square into omega. The summation in the bracket is nothing but the moment of inertia. Therefore, angular momentum is also called as the product of moment of inertia and angular velocity, and SI unit of angular momentum. SI unit of angular momentum is unit of moment of inertia is kilogram meter square and unit of omega is radian per second, but radian is the supplementary SI unit, therefore we will take here only per second. Therefore SI unit of angular momentum is kilogram meter square per second. Thank you very much.